God for him being God all by himself. I'm thankful for these junior ushers. You see them. Thank God for them. Thank God for the training that they are getting. David said, I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of the Lord than stand in the tent of the wicked. I got this weekend a little more appreciation. That's enough, son. That's enough of them, son. That's it. I'll be singing all day. That's going to be in my head all day. Appreciation for parents who have more than one child. I try to be Superman at my young age. And I try to hang out with the young children. Went to the water park, Schlitterbahn, and there was 13 of us. And I spent 4 hours in the kiddie pond. When you see kids, we put them all with life vests on, and they was having so much fun. You go in, they would come on the top, you need to slide down. They would flip up and lay on their back and slide backward. I said, oh Lord Jesus, help me. And they would go underwater and come back up. And I said, I can't wait until Sunday. I can't wait until Sunday. And they had so much fun that I had so much fun with them. They are some of the best children in the whole wide world. I let my granddaughter drive my new Volvo. She just drove it all the town like it was hers. And I didn't ask about no gas. I was too afraid. You know, you set a budget, and your budget went from one budget to another budget, and I forgot it was 4th of July and they didn't have no fireworks. So my daughter's old. I got a receipt, and I'm going to see how much I can get back. Amen. That'd be $1 a month. I'm going to put them on an allowance to pay me back. But we had a ball with them, and they worked together as a team, and 2 of them got nicknames. 2 of them. Mujahi got a new name. They call him Junior. And Messiah. Is that right? Yeah. Messiah. No, was it Messiah or was it
Miko?
No, I got so many, can't think of all their names. Y'all know how it is, don't y'all? And Miko, we call him Bam Bam. Because they cut one of them off from the slide. And you know we had a ball. But I think I say that you ought to enjoy your family while you can. I can say that again. Amen. You ought to enjoy your children and your family while you can. Not time of bringing change when you can't do nothing. Hello, somebody. Amen. Amen. And so we had a glorious time in the Lord. I got a song in my heart, and I just want to know if I should sing it or not. Amen. You know something in you just can't do it till you get it all out of you. Hello, somebody. Amen. I learned something. I don't rush preaching. Amen. I don't rush the Lord. I wait on the Lord. Hello, somebody. Amen. Amen. I wait on the Lord. Is there another day's journey? Lord, I'm glad. Lord, I'm glad. Lord, I'm glad. Another day's journey. And I'm glad, so glad to be here. Oh, he woke me up this morning, and I'm glad. Lord, I'm glad. Lord, I'm glad. He woke me up this morning, and I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad to be here today. Oh, with food on my table, and I'm glad. Lord, I'm glad. Lord, I'm glad. With food on my table, and I'm glad. Mark chapter 6. The Holy Bible, Mark chapter 6. Thank you for your prayer. Bless your name. Mark chapter 6. Beginning at verse 30, and a few more verses. If you haven't, all the people say amen. Amen. Mark, New Testament, chapter 6, beginning at verse 30. And the apostles gathered themselves together unto Jesus, and told him all things, both what they had done and what they had taught. And he said unto them, Come ye yourself apart into a desert place, and rest a while. For there was many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat. And they departed into a desert place by ship privately. And the people saw them departing, and many knew him, and ran afoot there out of all cities, and out with them, and came together unto him. And Jesus, when he had came out, saw much people, and was moved with compassion toward them, because they were as sheep, having not having a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. And when the day was now far spent, the disciples came unto him and said, This is a desert place, and now the time is far spent. Send them away, that they may go into the countries around about, and into the villages, and buy themselves bread, for they have nothing to eat. He answered and said unto them, Give ye them to eat. And they said unto him, Shall we go and buy 200 penny worth of bread, and give them to eat? He said unto them, How many loaves have you? Go and see. And when they knew, they said, 5, and 2 fishes. And he commanded them that they make all sit down by companies unto the green grass. And they sat down in rank by hundreds, by 50s. And when he had taken the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and blessed and brake the loaves and gave them to his disciples to set before them, and 2 fishes divided in among them all. And when they did eat and were filled, and they took up 12 baskets full of fragments and of the fish, and they did eat. The loaves were about 5,000 men. Let the church say amen. Amen. You may take your seat. Thank God, ushers. Thank you so much, officers of the church. Thank you so much. For a few moments, I want to talk from this subject. There is victory in a desert place. There is victory in a desert place. Help me preach that, if you don't mind, to your neighbor, to your left or to your right. As a neighbor, there is victory in a desert place. There's victory. There is victory. There's hope. When it seems hopeless, there's light. When it seems lifeless, there's still some joy. When all of your joy done ran out, there's still some love. When love seemed like so far and few. Victory in a desert place. Whether you realize it or not, you don't have to go to Arizona or California or New Mexico or some far country to find a desert place. Yeah. Desert place can be in our own back door. Desert place can be in our homes. Desert place can be in our community. Whether you know it or not, a desert place can be one in a home of the church, where it seemed helpless, where it seems hopeless, where it seems full. What I like about this text, it demonstrates how God's power can move in a desert place. Our life, our economics of our life can have a desert experience. If you don't believe me, have a few dollars a day. And then run out on tomorrow and discover you still have some meals on your table. That place does not have to be a far country or a far zone for one to experience a desert spot in their life. If truth be told, all of us in here have had some desert times in our lives. Oh, you don't have to say amen if you don't want to. Truth being told, there are some days that we didn't have as much as we have right now. But we know that God still showed up and God still showed out in our lives. And that ought to be something we ought to shout on. You got to know when to shout. You got to know when to shout. I don't need for God to do another miracle in my life to cause me to say amen. I say amen because I know what God has already done in my life. You ought to know the same in your own personal life. This text here, Jesus used it to demonstrate his power where he can take little of nothing and make something out of it. Oh, that's the kind of God we serve, who can take little nothing and make something great out of it. Look at us. God took us and made something great out of you and I. Even right now, God brought you somewhere. Someone can testify, Pastor, I thank God for where I am now. I said, I thank God for where I am now. Because for where I used to be wasn't fit to live, wasn't fit to die, didn't know what I had until I had one encounter with God. My whole life, your whole life has been changed because of the experience with God. Look at here. Jesus takes his disciples from their busy schedule into a desert place. Such strange place. Such different place. Normally you see God taking them to the valley. You see God taking them to the mountain. You see God taking them to the green valley and green grass and running water. But here, he takes them through a desert. God sometimes has to take us through our deserts in our own personal life, just for God to show us that God is still God and that God is God all by himself. So let me help somebody. If you feel like you are experiencing a desert place in your life right now, I want you to know you're really in good position. Oh, you don't hear what I'm saying. If you feel like ain't nothing working out, you feel like ain't nothing coming together, when you feel like you just can't do nothing right, I stop by to tell you, you're really in a good position. Why is that, Pastor? Because God normally shows up when you can't help your own self. I said God normally shows up when you take yourself out of the equation. God shows up when you move yourself out of the way and watch God show up in you. and save God on tomorrow. That lets me know if God can take care of him on yesterday, surely, I wish I had some witnesses in here, surely the Lord can take care of you and I right now. So don't feel like you are helpless. Maybe because you know yourself or somebody is in a desert storm. That's what God shows up is in a desert. You'll see God takes his disciples into a desert place. He takes them into a desert place. He takes them to rest. They've been working all day. I like this text. They've been working all night. You see, when you work for God, God do strange stuff in your life. I said when you're working for the Lord. I ain't talking about working on AT&T or Southwestern Bell or anybody else. I'm talking about when you work for the Lord, God does some strange stuff. Look at the text. They've been working. They've been working all day. They've been working all night. They've been going back and forth. Now God takes them to a desert place. Look like to me, because they've been working for God, God would take them by the still waters. Look like to me, because they've been working for God, God would take them by the lilies of the valley. Looks like to me, because they've been working for the Lord, God will let the dew fall upon their head. No, God takes them to a desert. They didn't question God. I like this. They wasn't fussing with God. They wasn't complaining with God. They wasn't mumbling and grumbling with God. They went with God wherever he took them. Why is that so important? Well, because you've been working for the Lord. Because you've been serving the Lord. And it seems like the more you work, your desert keep on coming around. Seems like the more you give, the less you get in return. Well, God does some strange stuff like that. Why? Because God had to show the disciples. God had to show the believers. Sometimes we can get caught up with our own selves. Feel like we got everything. Everything can get us in trouble. I said everything can get us in trouble. You don't believe me? Amen. You see folks who get a whole lot of stuff. They forget from which they have. You don't hear what I'm saying? They act funny. Matter of fact, if you don't believe it, let some of your friends get paid on Friday. They got a piece of a check. They think they got something. They don't talk to you like they did. Listen, all Monday they was calling you. On Tuesday they was calling you. Wednesday they was your best friend. Thursday they was eating at your table. On Friday you don't hear from them. You don't talk to them. You don't see them. Some folks act funny when they get a little money. If you will, you got some ways, you got some friends, amen. Some folks will just mooch on you, live on you, soak up all your stuff, eat up all your food, spend all your money, drive all your gas, and when you need something, you can't find it. Excuse me, they start acting a plum food. They get their caller ID and see you. They know everybody got caller ID. You can't tell me I ain't see your call. You know you saw my call. Everybody got caller ID. They don't make no more phones that don't have no ID. Look here. I need some help in here. Everybody. They don't have no more phone call when they call 50 one. That's true. They don't have everybody at one day. They don't have those numbers no more. That's why you don't know your family number no more. Matter of fact, you gotta look at the caller ID. You gotta look at that number. Sometimes God will take you to a better place. All right. I ain't on your street yet. I'm coming. That's why you know what I'm saying. I'm coming on your street. He takes them down money. He takes them to a desert place. Matter of fact, in the desert ain't nothing good. In the desert, it looks hopeless. It looks helpless. When you are in the desert spot of your spiritual life, it looks hopeless. It looks helpless. But sometimes God has to take you to a desert place just to get your attention. You don't hear what I'm saying? He takes them, I feel my help. To Deacon Carter, to a desert place. And when he gets there, Tawana, he gets them and said, let's go for rest. Let's go and take a sabbatical. Strange at the Hamilton, folks don't go for rest in a desert place. If you're going to go for rest, some folks are going to go on a cruise and then go over to the Bahamas. Put on their skimpy suits. And then it look like the cute, and then lay down and get a suntan because they're going for rest. But Jesus, he doesn't take them on a cruise. He does take them on a ship, but he don't take them on a cruise. Now they think they're going to a place, but Jesus says, I'm going to take you to a desert place. I told you earlier, you don't hear them complaining, you don't hear them grumbling, you don't hear them mumbling. Well, the first thing you ought to get from this, if you're in a desert place and you've been working for Jesus for a long time and it seems like nothing is coming together. Well, I got news for you. God can do a miracle for you in a desert place. I said the Lord can do a miracle in your life when you're going through a desert place. Pastor, my place of desert, I don't have a job, and it seems like I can't make ends meet. Well, I think I want to tell you, it's just only a desert place. And if you keep on hanging out with God, God is going to do a miracle for you in a desert place. Now, they was there going to get some rest, but the people heard that Jesus was coming to the desert. I think you ought to catch this now. He wasn't going, to the valley. He wasn't going to a mountaintop. He wasn't going to the sea, but he's going to a desert place. When you wrote your victory, sometimes you got to go where Jesus was going to be at. You hear what I'm saying? If God is giving miracles in the desert place, you won't have to stay home no more. Just get up and go where Jesus is going to be at. You hear what I'm saying? Because everywhere you go, you're going to be open. in the presence of Jesus, God is going to do some miracles for somebody. Even if it is a desert place, will you hear what I'm saying? If your family seems like ain't coming together, and seems like your family is in a desert place, won't you give up on God? Because God will work a miracle in a desert place. You hear what I'm saying? If your dog seems like you're going to feel and lay off, don't worry about it, because God is doing miracles in a desert place. You hear what I'm saying? If any mother and any father in here seem like you're all by yourself and don't have nobody to help you along the way, keep on looking for the Lord, because God can do miracles in a desert place. You hear what I'm saying? When you feel like you don't have no friends, but you're in the walk with you, I stop by to tell you, God, I serve, can work miracles in a desert place. You hear what I'm saying? When you don't have a few things in your pocket, I stop by to tell you, keep your eyes up on the prize. Is in the desert place. You hear what I'm saying? The Bible says when they get out there, the crowd start coming. Thank God that somebody still coming to Jesus. You hear what I'm saying? Somebody said stretch it forward. But I got to tell you, God is still doing miracles after miracles. I wish I had a witness in here. Somebody said the sun is good, it's so bold. But I got to tell you, God is still doing miracles in a dry place. You hear what I'm saying? The Bible says that when the crowd came together, they got laid in the evening. Jesus been with them all day long. You hear what I'm saying? He's been walking with them all day long. The sun is getting ready to go down, but Jesus been with